How's it going this morning? All right, we got the Ascend 12T kayak. Excuse the mess around it, but there she is. We're going to spend a little bit of time this morning getting a few things loaded up, and we're going to go out to the Warm Springs ponds and get her on the water. I think today is March. No, it's April. It's April 3rd. Yeah, today's April 3rd. So, beginning of April, the Warm Springs ponds are warming up. The lower pond is ice-free. So, we're going to get her out today, paddle her around. Not going to get too wild and crazy. I do not want to wind up in the water. It will be very cold. But the fact is, it's not ice, so we get to play. So, yeah, let's get some stuff loaded up. Alright, as promised, here we are, Warm Springs Ponds. Yeah, the wind is blowing pretty good, so I'm not sure how much of the audio I will actually use. I might just shoot some video and then do voiceover stuff later, we'll see. But yeah, this is what I've been looking forward to, so we're gonna get her out here. I guess my orange strap thing may not have worked too well. It looks like it wrapped around my strappage and tied itself in a knot, but I guess going down the interstate, nobody should be that close to me anyway. Anyway, we'll figure out something better with that. It's a little bit wavy out here, but she seems to be pretty stable. Definitely right now just kind of playing around, going straight into the wind and straight away from the wind. It is only April and the water is extremely cold. I do not want to spend any time in the water. Yeah. Don't know if you saw them before they start to fly away there, but there's a bunch of coots out in front of me. They actually go all the way from over there, all the way around to over there. It's just pretty cool. Yeah. It is extremely low profile. I'm getting a lot of splashes up in the boat. I definitely would want to be able to make sure that everything that's in here is in a dry bag, obviously. I mean, it is a kayak. Having these little plugs right here is kind of nice. Being able to drain out the areas right by my feet. I got plugs here and here. I believe there's also plugs under the seat, and then there's some plugs in the back. But yeah, I'm looking forward to spending some time on this summer. We'll spend some time doing some fishing. Spend some time doing some camping. Spend some time on the river, some time on the lakes. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. Definitely happy. Glad I didn't go with the 10-footer. Not that was ever really a thought, but once I get me on it and I start thinking about putting gear on here with me and stuff, I think the 12-foot is definitely the right answer for me. So, yeah. This is kind of cool. Got the wind blowing hard enough I don't have to paddle to get back to shore. I can just steer. Pretty good breeze blowing. I'll see if Trina wants to paddle around for a second right here or not. I don't know if she'll want to, but we'll give her the chance, see if she does. Okay, we made a change. I pulled the seat mod off, which drops my body down 5 inches. I don't know if it's going to make a difference or not, but I wanted to try it. The biggest reason that I wanted to put the seat mod on here was because I had watched a lot of videos that said that I should, and because I thought that it might make it easier for standing up. Until I get used to the balance of this machine, I don't see myself standing up very dang often. And when I do, it's going to be on flat water. And the idea of having my butt up the air 5 inches to make it easier to stand, I'm not sure if that's going to be worth it. So I took the seat mod back off. The seat is back down in its stock position. And as of right now, the boat feels way more stable with the wind and with the waves that I'm playing in right here. I don't really know how much of a difference it makes, but I do know that when I take 250 pounds and I lift that 250 pounds up 5 inches, that's a fair bit. When I drop that back down into the boat, now all of a sudden the boat feels way more stable to me now. I had actually packed it up and put it in the truck because the water temperature here, I wish I had grabbed my my fish finder, so I knew exactly. But there's a pond above us that still has ice on it. And that pond flows into this pond. So the pond above us has ice on it. This pond does not have ice. So it's got to be just barely warmer than 32 degrees. If it is 32 degrees, I don't know. It might not be just because of the fact that it's moving down here. But anyway, I am way more comfortable paddling right now and not being afraid of dumping it. Like I started to say, I loaded it up because I didn't want to take the chance of dumping it out here. The water's cold enough that without ever having tried flipping this thing back over and getting back on it, I wasn't really sure how far from shore I wanted to get. And have to try and swim when it's this cold. And wearing a life jacket. Always wear your life jacket. I don't know. I consider myself to be a dang good swimmer, and a lot of times last year I just made sure I had my life jacket with me. But the more, I don't know, the more common sense I use, the more I just decided that I'm gonna have a life jacket on. Especially this time of year when the water's this cold. Body shuts down when it's like this. But anyway, as of right this second, it's my recommendation to either skip the seat mod at first or have it set up so you can try both. There's some parts of the seat mod that I definitely like. I like that being just a little bit higher for some reason. The idea of being able to sit up a little bit higher for fishing and stuff, good idea. But for stability, I don't know. I'm way more comfortable sitting down here than I was sitting up high. The big difference too in just body mass, and when you get sideways to the wind, you get that wind pushing on you, compared to when you're sitting down lower on the water, lower in your boat. I don't know. Let's see here. Right now I'm sideways to the waves, and this is a lot more comfortable for me than it was when I was up high. So just something to consider. I'm not 100% sure that the seat mod is a necessary thing. Again, I do have it. It's in the pickup right now. I'm not sure that I will completely eliminate it yet, but I do know that I'm going to run some more tests for myself before I decide that needs to be on here at all times. Yeah, so I guess today is an absolute success. Oh my, I got water splashing on there. Sorry guys. There we go. I would consider today to be an absolute success. Getting to play with the boat, try a couple different things. I'm glad that Trina came up with the idea of popping that seat mod off and trying it, because I was kind of having some questions. I was going to take it home and take it off, and then it's like, you know what, let's do it right now while the conditions are the same. And that was a great idea. So shout out to Miss Trina for that one. She's a pretty smart kid. Anyway, yeah, so for right now, the fish pole holder is plenty far ahead. It actually looks like it can come back some. The GoPro mount is in a good spot. I'm missing it with the paddle over here, but it gives me room to use it. It does look like it might get dripped on once in a while, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. The seat mod, again, I don't think we need it. The one positive thing I liked about the seat mod was being able to store stuff under it. But this boat has plenty of storage on it. I think I'll be okay. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I think we're gonna wrap that up for the day. And yeah, we'll see you down the trail. Don't forget, recreation's cheaper than therapy.